What's up, guys? It's Jay, the hitting instructor. For most of you guys know me from like all the short clips that I post on YouTube or TikTok and Instagram, but most of you guys don't really get a chance to see like what goes on in my everyday here at Pro X Athlete. On today's video, what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you guys kind of a tour of like my day, what really goes on, actually give you guys a little bit of insight in my lesson here coming up at 11:30. All right, now let me show you guys around the facility. So the best thing right now that our marketing guy, Kevin Ricks, actually put together, we got a first-year softball organization called Pro X Phoenix. As you see, there goes one jersey there and our other jersey that we're gonna wear in the upcoming spring and summer seasons. So a little front desk area where people come to check in when they have lessons or different type of classes. What I mean by classes is that Pro X doesn't just offer baseball, softball lessons. We also offer speed and agility classes, strength conditioning classes. We actually have an amazing football class that I love to sit and watch. It's called X Factor QB, ran by Anthony Morelli, former NFL quarterback. But with 80 yards of turf from north and south, and I believe it is 48 yards east and west, but there's a lot of room for different baseball, softball, different type of trainings that can happen out here on the field. As you see, we have actually 90-foot bases that you can have a full infield, and actually that third drop down is 200 feet to left, 210, I believe, to center, so we could possibly start hosting some indoor softball tournaments. Down from originally 215 that I know of, I kept tracking it at 212, now I'm at a solid 200. Can't go backwards now. All right, here's our weight room area. But before I show you guys the full weight room, to the left, we also have a team rehab facility where you can come here and you can get rehab if you have an injury or anything. So, give you a little backstory of what Pro X actually is. Pro X started by Joe Thatcher. He wanted to give the pro experience of what he went through and like how his everyday was with his baseball career in the big leagues. So the X is Pro X experience. I don't think a lot of people actually know that, but he wanted to give it back to the kids with this beautiful facility. When he was hurt or he just needed some stretching, the rehab comes into play. And then every single day, him and Dr. Gordon's our the head guy of team rehab. And then when he was done with that, here's a weight room. So he wanted everybody to get this experience of what he went through on a daily basis. This place I'm going to show you is our pitching lab. Our head pitching instructor, Jay Lair, has worked with a lot of pro athletes, as in Carlos Rodon and Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn's with the White Sox, and I think Carlos just signed a big contract with the Yankees. But this is where all the pitchers go. So we have a TrackMan in here for the pitchers to see their spin rate, vertical, horizontal, etc. But I don't really know much about the pitching aspect, but I like watching the pros come in here because we had a guy, I think he's with the Nationals this year. His name's Reed. He's in their minor league system, and he was up to like 96, 97. It was just unbelievable to sit back here and actually watch them get after it. So they've been in here since probably early January, and most of them just went to spring training. So lately it's been kind of dead over here in the morning, but I would get up here kind of early, literally, to get a workout in and just watch the pitchers get after it a little bit. All right, so the next part of the facility I want to show you guys is our 11 cages, okay? So in the wintertime, this is where if you don't book a cage early, you might not get a cage for the entire week. So 11 cages all the way down. Each cage has somewhat of a machine in it, as in either baseball, or we actually have a softball hack and tack machine in cage 7, where there are actually a couple of cages that are kind of split, where the front part you can do T work, the back part you can do machine work. But now I'm gonna take you to the area where I usually am, and it's usually in cage 1.
Go choke up on that thing.
There's a couple of high school kids, they got an E-Day, and here's one of our catching and hitting instructors, Duncan Hewitt. He's actually a free agent right now. But this is my lovely cage. of cage one where all the magic comes into play. Fun fact that I don't think a lot of people know is that most of the time when I am shooting a video or a clip, people keep stealing our tripods and I keep forgetting to put it in the back, so it's kind of my fault. So I take a bucket, I put it in the back, and I literally put a T up here and I rest my phone on here. So like people that always give an excuse of like, hey, I didn't have time to do this, or I don't have something to shoot, I use just my phone. Like the phone quality now is crazy, so there's no excuse why you can't put out some type of content if you're a content creator. I did a collaboration with this company called Lefty Swag Bats, and they sent me 3 bats for like hand-eye coordination with a smaller barrel and to work on bat speed. So the blue and the black bat are my favorite ones. So I'm gonna go in order here. The blue one is an underload, which it is very light, and kids think that they can just whip it around and they get out of control. For instance, this one does not like the blue bat. The no load is the kids' favorite because to me, it symbolizes a little bit more of what their bat should feel like. Now, the black one to me is my favorite because it's a little bit heavier and it makes kids control themselves and stay connected all the way through the zone. So today, we're gonna use these in our lesson, start off with on the tee and then in front toss, and it will transition to her using her actual bat today. Are you lifting today too?
No,
Oh, no.
Scott's not in town.
Oh yeah, sorry, Scott's in Nashville. You don't feel it? No. Okay, I want you to go no stride here. No stride into a turn. I just want to see that backside stay down. Better. Separate. Better?
Yep.
Now put it together. Miss Harley Davidson. Could never see you riding a motorcycle.
I actually have.
Too much of a wimp staying behind the tee. When you get in front of the tee like this, we get the contact. Our hands are like this and not actually a contact to work through it, okay? Make sure you keep that front side behind the tee. Scoot back just a little bit. Oh, you look pretty good today, girl. This is where I want you to really make contact. Because sometimes when you get drifty, you get a big step, and you know this. I feel like I'm so far away, but are you though? Just take your step here. Take your normal step. Freeze. Now turn and hit this ball.
Look what you made me
Like
do.
you can get there. You can get there, but you have to trust your normal step here. You're gonna start off with that bat and front toss today. Great job, girl.
Nope, sir.
Should not have to bring out the camera for you. Hey, be stronger with your top hand at the punch. What'd you feel there? Just a little. Your front side's flying up there. A little bit too early today. Stay on these balls. My fault, my fault. Better. Hey, don't let that barrel get all the way around your head. Stay in line here. You took your step here. You were immediately diving at the ball, crossed your body. Make sure we stay in line here. Hey, that's a habit that is very hard to break, and you haven't done that in a long time. So don't get that habit back. Let's pick them. Where's your weight at? Now it is. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Do it again. Turn. Oh my, so hey, immediately that ball was away and you could see your hands cast, and you're like, uh-oh. Hey, you gotta be able to stay in there though. That was actually funny. That would be a hilarious blooper. Did you get that? That was close there. Good job. Catch your breath. That was really good there. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.